OpenAI just released a new model, GPT4-o Mini. It is the model which should replace GPT-3.5 Turbo. I already heard a lot of good stuff about it, so let's check out the details together. When evaluating a model, which I use via an API, I'm interested in 3 performance metrics. First, the price. How expensive is the model? Second, latency. How quick do I get my response? The third one is the quality. How good is the model in actually answering the question? For the first and the last one, OpenAI provided some benchmarks. For the second one, I created my own script since I did not find any information about that. I wonder a little bit why. Let's start by comparing the prices. We compare GPT4-o, GPT-3.5 Turbo and GPT4-o Mini. So we've got input tokens and output tokens which are calculated different. For GPT4-o, we got $5 for 1 million input tokens and $15 for 1 million output tokens. Then we have got GPT-3.5 Turbo, which is 50 cents for 1 million input tokens and $1.50 for 1 million output tokens. So the price for GPT-4-o is exactly tenfold in comparison to GPT-3.5 Turbo, and that's why GPT-3.5 Turbo is still very popular. But now let's have a look at GPT-4-o Mini. And that only costs 15 cents for 1 million input tokens and 60 cents for 1 million output tokens. It's only 1/3 of GPT-3.5 Turbo, so it's actually a lot cheaper. And in comparison, GPT-4-o costs 30-fold in comparison to GPT-4-o Mini. If we only have a look at the price, then we already got a clear winner. GPT-4-o Mini is really cheap, even in comparison to the older version, GPT-3.5 Turbo. But it doesn't really matter if the model performance is bad. So how good is the model? Here you can see a benchmark where the model was tested in different tasks across various areas, including reasoning, coding, math, and multimodal reasoning. It was compared to Gemini Flash, Claude Haiku, GPT-3.5 Turbo, and GPT-4-o. As you can see, the model is really good. It comes second in almost every area, only beaten by GPT-4-o. But it beats Gemini Flash, Claude Haiku, and very important, GPT-3.5 Turbo in every single area. So from quality alone, you can definitely get rid of GPT-3.5 Turbo now. The last performance metric is latency. For almost every LLM app in production, you need to make multiple LLM calls, and when you've got a chatbot, users won't accept to wait for an answer like 1 minute. And this is why 3.5 Turbo is still very popular. It's really fast and good enough for many tasks. We don't need an ultra-performant model for every task like a simple LLM-based classification with 3 categories. And this is where it gets interesting. I don't want to slow down my application with a model that is great at complex tasks, but not better at simple tasks than a very fast model. So let's actually see how fast the new GPT-4-o Mini actually is. I created this little benchmarking here with 3 models. So I created this model mapping, 3.5 Turbo, 4.0 and 4.0 Mini. So let's create that, and these are the messages I want to say send to the API. And this benchmark function makes the call to OpenAI, does this 10 times, counts the start time, counts the end time, and then we create a list of multiple response times. Then we perform that, save everything now, and here we can see we are benchmarking this model. This may take a few seconds now, so just wait a few seconds, and then we calculate the mean, the maximum, and the minimum to get some statistical metrics for that. After that, we create a data frame and create a bar plot from that. Okay, so this is the result of the benchmarking. As you can clearly see, GPT-3.5 Turbo is by far the fastest model. So on average, it has got a response time in around 2 seconds. The GPT-4-o Mini model got like 4 seconds, and GPT-4-o even got like 6.5, 7 seconds. So GPT-4-o Mini is actually a lot faster than GPT-4-o, but in comparison to GPT-3.5 Turbo, it's actually quite slow. I appreciate that 4.0 Mini is faster than 4.0, but I would really like a performance, ideally like GPT-3.5 Turbo, and for many applications with like 5 or 6 LLM calls, this is already quite slow. So to be honest, I'm not totally happy with that. I would really like to see models with response times like 0.5 or 1 second. But yeah, I know these LLMs are big, but the engineers of OpenAI are very clever, and for the future I really hope that not only the quality gets better, but I also hope for really fast models. Still, GPT-4o Mini sounds like a cool solution for everything that is not dependent on fast responses. I will probably use it for all of my tutorials and notebooks in the future, but for our production applications in the company, the latency will hold me back from switching the models currently. So okay, please let me know what you think of GPT-4o Mini. Is it a step in the right direction or not? What do you think? What do you hope for in the future? Please let me know that in the comments. See you in the next video. Bye bye.